Sometimes I ask myself, why was I born beautiful? Why? I should just do a little montage and put music over it. Today I've been in deep thought, which is not unusual, but I've had waves of really feeling bad, like, and I call that depression. Deep rest. But yeah, I've realised I don't like my face certain angles. I wonder what it's like when people have heaps and heaps of people viewing them, and then they view them and criticise them. Like, I'm sure I've done that sometimes. One thing I know for sure, if you are looking from a vibrational standpoint, like, I think when people become, well, what you call famous, I guess, like, more well known, like, whether that's, you know, lots of views, as in people typing in to see, you know, what you do, then I totally think that is like, it's kind of like a God-given thing. Like, some people have that thing, like I do kind of in public. It's like, for the longest time I kind of felt famous even though it wasn't. But mind you, I gave up lots of opportunities that I really should have taken, but I see, like, a lot, but you know, I see that now as actually maybe an actual saviour, because I think some of the states I was in my personal life, I really think I dodged. I could have done some, I think I would have been, well, I did drink a lot. I think that would have been really bad for me. I would have made some terrible choices. Like, I didn't have to make those choices, but for some reason I did, and you know, it's always a choice. But which brings me on to the next thing I want to talk about. This big Mack truck comes towards me. Mack truck! Oh no, it's a Scania, what do we call it? Is that everything is an actual choice. Like, I have issues, I think, with what I perceive people of sometimes being a victim, stuff like that. And I'm not talking about expressing your feeling, not at all. Like, that's a totally different thing. I mean, because I have some people in my adopted family and birth family that are very victim oriented, like it's always someone else's fault, or you just have to, it was the stuff I went through, yeah, so you deal with it. But it's, wow, the longest time I had stuff that was on me, that was put upon me, and I felt a certain way, but now I'm like, oh, that was actually you. And in return, I think I've done that too, to some members. But I changed that, and I feel like some people actually, oh God, why have I got it down there? Sorry, I'm driving, so I don't want to. Some people, I'll put it there. Some people, yeah, I'm really sensitive to it because I was so,
excited.
Yeah, I was excited, wasn't I, son? Thank you. With one particular person, and maybe I'll get more, because I don't know if I've got this channel, but also I've got hardly anyone watching it, which is fine. It is what it is, you know. And anyway, there's other stuff I want to do besides just having 1,000, although financially that would be great. I would love that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to drive more concentrative soon. We all have issues. We all have issues, and you know, the amazing thing about being adopted is that I can tell what I could see growing up and how it's changed, and also having, what do you call that? Having genetic things. I can feel the difference, which is really a blessing, I think. Yeah, but I guess I'll get more to. But you've already had a hot chocolate, son. You're very lucky to have that. I don't want to spend heaps of money on hot chocolate. going onto my face, but I'm driving. So driving comes first. What I wanted to say, some people love the drama, they love being in the loop. When I was really dramatic, when I was really, really young, probably like 17, 18, even 19, I had, sometimes I'd just be really, I was in this relationship actually when I was really young, like 16, 17, and it was so bad, it was just lots of drama, like if you know that Christian girl, Chrissy Shion or something. Anyway, that was kind of documented on TV how bad things can be, but wow, yeah, talk about bad relationship. And I don't know why, I just was so addicted to it, but although my parents didn't argue a lot, there was a lot of disdain, but you know, and my dad was such a gentleman, he was an actual gentleman, but there was very much so my parents, when they're arguing a lot, they didn't just argue for no reason, like, well, they didn't really argue, they just had this, they knew they didn't get on, so they, you know, they didn't talk and stuff, so I'm going to talk about it later.